Oh my lord, ladies and gents, what have we got here? We've got a Terminator series in the works. Terminator anime series ordered at Netflix. I covered this last night on my live stream. If you don't know, I stream every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's 4 p.m. No, 9 p.m. Sorry, GMT. I stream three days a week. So please do follow me over there. This is, interesting. I did like a live reaction with Tom from Midnight's Edge last night discussing all of this. And we're not hopeful. Listen, few good things about this. The Ghost in the Shell anime studio is behind it. That's great news. That's banging news. That couldn't be any better. That's good animation. You know, that is solid stuff. But the downside is it's Skydance producing it. Now, if you don't know who Skydance is, they made the last 2 Terminator films. Dark Fate and Genesis. And they are who... James Cameron's not involved, guys. He's not involved. And I keep saying this, and I had so much vitriol and hate sent my way over Dark Fate, and I was still right about it. I kept saying, look, these are the leaks. People were like, you don't know shit. You're just a fraud. Bleh. I was fucking right, wasn't I? I was right on all of those leaks. I was saying it then. James Cameron doesn't care about the property. He sold the rights. He got the rights back and he sold them immediately back to Skydance. He only wants money. He's not involved in this. He's not going to be involved in this in any way. And if his name crops up, it'll be because they asked him one question and he was said, this is the answer, and he got a named credit just because of that reason. He's not involved. Don't get your hopes up. Calm it down. But look, Terminator anime series ordered at Netflix. Could be good. Could be garbage. I think the animation will be epic. And I want this to be good. But we'll see. So a Terminator anime series has been ordered at Netflix, Variety has learned. As the project is still in the early stages, plot details are being kept under wraps. Netflix has partnered with Skydance on the series, with Skydance having produced the last 2 Terminator films. Now, I think to myself, why have Netflix, is Netflix, did Skydance shop it out? Because they've got the rights. They obviously bought the rights for a few years off of James Cameron. So they're probably thinking, Christ, we've lost so much money on Dark Fate. How can we get some money back? You know, that's what I'm thinking has happened. So they shopped it out. You know, they shopped it out to Netflix and was like, right, let's do it. Let's make an anime series. And I think, and again, that's not a recipe for a good success there. I don't think that's a recipe for something being successful. But I could be wrong. But desperation doesn't lead to quality filmmaking, does it? And yes, you might say, well, it's not a film. But again, desperation doesn't lead to quality filmmaking. The series is produced in partnership with Production I.G, who Netflix has had a production line deal with since 2018. Production I.G's past anime credits include Ghost in the Shell. Now that's the real thing. That's what makes me happy. Be the Beginning, which I don't have any knowledge of, I'm sorry. And Eden of the East, again, don't have any knowledge of. But Ghost in the Shell, you can't look at that and tell me that that's trash. You know, Netflix have real dodgy anime, they definitely do. They've got some dodgy ass anime. They have some great stuff, but they do have some dodgy ass crap. And Ghost in the Shell is not one of them. I mean, it's not Netflix anyway, it's IG produced Ghost in the Shell, isn't it? But that's great animation. Yes. Terminator is one of the most iconic sci-fi stories ever created, and has only grown more relevant to our world over time, said John Durderian, Netflix's Vice President of Japan and Anime. The new animated series will explore this universe in a way that has never been done before. We can't wait for fans to experience this amazing new chapter in the epic battle between machines and humans. Now, in terms of that, right, in terms of that, don't bring Arnold back. He doesn't need to come back. Don't make anything look like Arnold either, right? It's an anime. I don't want to see Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminators in there. I don't care. At this point, you need to go way off the reservation of what we've had before it, right? We don't need it. I don't want to see an anime interpretation of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think that's lazy. I think it's boring. I think it's cheap. I think people in general have had enough of him in those films. Like, we can move past it. It's okay. If you're really, if they're committed anyway, like I said, if they're committed to saying it's never been done before, then that's what needs to happen. Personally, that's what I think anyway. Now, Mattson Tomlin will serve as showrunner and executive producer on the series. Tomlin most recently wrote the Netflix original Project Power and worked on the screenplay for Matt Reeves' upcoming film, The Batman. So that's interesting. It's interesting. He's done films, not... Well, is it a series? Is it a series? I mean, it says it's a series. So, to go from a movie to a series? Interesting. Now, movie writers don't always translate well to series writers, because it's a different format. You're working it on a different format. But if he's going to write it as one massive feature mega movie and then it's split up into individual series, that might work. Didn't hate Project Power. Wasn't enamored with it. Wasn't epic or amazing. It was fine. I'm hoping the Batman's going to be good, but we'll see. I love the look of the trailers and stuff, but again, we'll see. Now, it continues further. So Tomlin made a statement. It says, anyone who knows my writing knows I believe in taking big swings and going for the heart. I'm honoured that Netflix and Skydance have given me the opportunity to approach Terminator in a way that breaks conventions, subverts expectations, and has real guts. Interesting. That could be great news or could be terrible news. We just have to wait and see. I like subverting expectations, but modern interpretation of subvert expectations was what Rian Johnson did in The Last Jedi, and that was trash. That's not how you subvert expectations. That's not good, not smart. The Terminator franchise has been wildly successful, with the 6 films to date having grossed over $2 billion worldwide. The most recent entries were Terminator Dark Fate and Terminator Genisys. Although the Netflix series will be the first animated series in the franchise's history, it has previously been adapted for the small screen. The live-action Terminator The Sarah Connor Chronicles aired on Fox for 2 seasons, with Lena Headey starring as Sarah Connor and Thomas Dekker starring as John Connor. Summer Glau starred as the Terminator sent back in time to protect John. And so we get the president and CEO of Production I.G. chimed in and says, I asked my longtime friend and colleague Mamoru Oshii what he thought about the idea of turning the Terminator into an animated series. Said Mitsuhisi Ishikawa, president and CEO of Production I.G. His response was, Ishikawa, are you out of your mind? At that instant, I was confident we should get on board. As huge fans, our team at Production I.G. is putting their heart and souls in creating this series. We hope fans will enjoy it. They are the massive positive here. Netflix and Tomlin, not so much. But as animators, they'll be epic. Now, news of the Terminator anime series comes as Netflix is making an increased push into the anime arena, in addition to several such projects that have already launched, such as Castlevania and Blood of Zeus. The streamer also has several others in the works. Among those is a Splinter Cell series from John Wick writer Derek Kolstad, and an anime spin-off of Zack Snyder's Netflix film Army of the Dead. There you go. What do you think, guys? Let's be honest, Terminator fans can't get any worse in terms of what they have to watch these days. Terminator Genisys and Dark Fate were trash. Garbage films. Absolute garbage. Can't get any worse than that, surely. One of the main positives is Skydance doesn't look to have any creative say. Hopefully not. God, I fucking hope not. They're not good at all. Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Thanks so much for watching though, guys. Take care.